Hey everyone, thanks for taking the time out of your busy stay-at-home day to watch me talk about some new movies. These movies have just hit streaming recently, and you can watch them if you're interested. So, I know we're all probably sick of watching Tiger King on Netflix and the news, and seriously though, I'm so sick of hearing about Tiger King. So anyway, we're going to talk about work, because there's a crew of us, right? Nope, you're stuck with me. So, I'm going to talk about some cool new movies that maybe you're interested in, maybe you've even heard of them, maybe you saw them in theaters. I don't know. We'll see. Let's talk. So, first up, I'm going to talk about this movie called Underwater. Underwater is an action, adventure, sci fi, thriller, horror, drama. It's everything minus romance, or maybe there is romance. I don't know. But it's a bit of everything. So, we follow a crew of oceanic researchers at the bottom of the ocean, obviously, and they're doing some sort of drilling or whatever kind of stuff scientists do, right? And all of a sudden, a giant, out of nowhere earthquake hits and destroys the facility, and the remaining survivors have to get from point A to point B. Sounds pretty cool, right? Don't worry, we're going to take it a step further. We have some mysterious, scary creatures. But don't worry, it's not too scary. It's not going to have you hiding your eyes and throwing the popcorn in the air or whatever it is you eat during movies. But it is really intense. The film stars Kristin Stewart from the Twilight movies. Don't worry, she's actually really great here, and I don't know why she gets the bad rap. We have few familiar other faces, TJ Miller and the creepy guy from Black Swan. So if you are interested in this, you could go to imdb.com, Internet Movie Database, in case you don't know, which is fine. And you could research this movie. You can watch a trailer on YouTube. So what did I think of it? I actually really liked it. Do not be thrown off by the generic underwater title. It is similar to something like The Abyss and Sphere and Alien, but it's underwater, obviously. Smart marketing. And we do follow these people, try and survive, and it's pretty intense. What I really liked about this movie was how much thought went into the film itself. It's not just this generic action film. It's not just like, oh, we're watching creatures, like, try and kill people. No. It is that, but it's, like, way better. But what's really nice is that the filmmakers actually cared. We have a really awesome, haunting, atmospheric score that's going on throughout the whole film that really just does have you on the edge of your seat. And between the various characters, they all bring a little something to the table here. We have some comedy from this guy. We have this person being really scared. We have this person with a mysterious past. Maybe we want to know more about them. But it's pretty cool. And I think if you like these kinds of movies where you have to like survival horror, I guess, although it's not really too horror. Like I said, it's a bit of everything. I think you would really enjoy this. Watch the trailer first on YouTube, and there's also a really awesome little twist at the end that you're like, oh, that's what's going on. That's what I really appreciate in a movie. But it's a ton of fun, and seriously, we're sick of Tiger King and the news. I mean, who isn't, right? Next up, I'm going to be talking about The Invisible Man. Ooh, now this is a big movie, right? This movie came out in theaters at the end of February and was quickly yanked from theaters because of the pandemic closing all the theaters. So maybe you didn't get a chance to see it. So you're probably like, The Invisible Man, but didn't that come out in the 30s? Yes, it did. This is a remake and a really different movie. The original followed a man who found a way to make himself invisible. And while we have that in the new movie, this time we throw in a little twist and we have Elizabeth Moss playing the girlfriend who is trying to escape her crazy ex-boyfriend, right? So he has made himself invisible, or is he a ghost? I don't really know. But he leaves her a ton of money and she's trying to start over, but she just can't do that because she has to deal with this invisible entity / man, or I don't know what's going on. You'll have to watch and see. So like I said, Elizabeth Moss is in it. You might know her from The West Wing, great show, or you might know her from Get Into the Greek, or most recently, The Handmaid's Tale. Really popular and great show. And she carries this movie. She really is the best part of this movie. Other than that, I thought it was just okay. Critics loved this movie. Audiences loved this movie, right? Whenever I see a scary movie get a 92% or higher, really anything higher than 50% on RottenTomatoes.com, which averages out all critics' reviews, I'm immediately skeptical. But I went in with an open mind, and yes, I did love the original film, but that did not come into play here at all when watching this movie. So I thought it was just okay. I really was not crazy impressed with this. I'm definitely in the minority, so I did find it overrated, and maybe there's some of you are yelling at the screen right now going, wait, he liked Underwater better than The Invisible Man? Yes, I did. But yeah, The Invisible Man does have some really good stuff going for it. Like I said, the leading actress is great, and a few other faces are pretty good. My biggest issue with this film is that the last 20 minutes I felt really went downhill, and it takes a turn to Silly Town. And that is just so sad, because when you have a movie that has so much promise in the start and to end a certain way, just found it like, well, that was pretty typical. And I didn't really find it too surprising at the end either. But is it worth the $19.99 to stream? I don't know, that's pretty steep. I was going to see it either way. I spent way more on way worse films out there. So, but hey, you know what? Go to YouTube, watch a trailer, read some reviews, go to IMDb, whatever you want to do. Always watch a movie for yourself if you're interested. Don't even let me stop you from watching it or not watching it, which makes me think, why am I doing this? Anyway, guys, I really appreciate your time. Thank you for listening to me ramble about these movies. They are available from streaming, and such as Google Play, Amazon Prime, iTunes, YouTube. Underwater is a bit cheaper. That is $5.99. Totally worth the rental price, because we can't get into the library right now, and it's awful and sad. But yeah, hopefully you can keep yourself busy until then. I really appreciate your time. I'll be back next week with some other reviews. Stay safe, everyone.